So I wanted to stop and drop this video to remind everyone. My name is Daniel Eugene Saiz. I was born February 13, 1975. A baby boy. And what I've become in life is not what I was born. The gifts and the talents that God gave me, those abilities that manifested themselves even at my worst of times. You know what I'm saying? Now you see being manifested and worked in a totally different manner. You know, and I want to remind everyone about, content-wise, when we're speaking about the people that we're speaking of, we're human beings, right? Like, this is traumatic for many people. Consider the people that are impacted by the discussion of their loved ones and the deaths of them, and to have this stuff coming to light. We were like, we all went through the juvenile system. Those of us that are named in this story, many of us, 99% of us, went through the juvenile system to get to where we got. And it was a hard-earned reputation based on where we come from, the culture, the soil, the turf. Turf, that was a common term back then. The turf. You're defending the turf. We're gonna fight for the turf. And for us, it was turf we didn't even own. That shit was state land. Some state lease. So a lot is taken for granted in these discussions, man. A lot is taken for granted in what people expect to hear, or that they're coming onto these channels to hear. You understand what I'm saying? And I wanna, that's the thing about it is like, no matter what we've done and no matter where we are, we were all born a child to parents. And that's the story. The story of our lives does not begin with those tragedies that have befallen so many, because it's not just our lives, there's consequences with repercussions. And for me, the repercussions are still felt, and people are still feeling the repercussions from the consequences of what was done then. It resonates. It's like dropping a rock in a pond. You understand? It's a current flow. I gotta make sure I'm not in that wind. But, this seems to be lost on everyone, man. You know what I mean? Because, I get it. Everybody gets caught up in the hype and the drama, and everybody loves a good horror flick, and, mix it with some comedy and everything else, and you got the perfect storm. You know what I mean? You got the perfect brew for, it's perfect home brew. But, like I said, a lot is lost on people because we have lives, man. People forget that. I mean, think about the potential of the people we're discussing. That's the negative. Let's consider positive, because I'm still here. I'm still trying. I'm still striving for it. And there's many. You know what I mean? There's a lot we get, especially those on YouTube that are doing their thing, they've been to PC for whatever reason. I don't know why people are airing each other out like that, or even knocking fools that have been to PC when, those are the ones that's what you're trying to accomplish, right? If you're trying to do some good, you're not trying to See, that's the conflict I have with these fools on about this shit, and that's what shows to me that there's a hypocrisy in what they're doing and saying. Cause like I don't give that lifestyle and that life, that I don't give it that credit no more. I don't give it that due. It ain't do that respect and honor no more and that glory. It ain't do none of that reflection. You know what I mean? For me, what's worth telling is the relationship and the stories and what, those things, not getting to the graphic details of murders, but, because this is a healing process for me. And so in my healing process, am I trying to heal others, right? Because I'm still here, man. I'm still here on the block. I ain't never did none of the shit I've been accused of. And that's the crazy thing about it is like, Daniel Eugene Saiz is a living legend. This man right here is a living legend. But little bad boy, whoever, Pino, whatever, that's a myth. He's a myth. People don't understand that there's too much that's been written about me, been said about me that is not true. That people, like, I've been credited for things that are not true. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and that's a myth. The legend is that I'm here. You see what I'm saying? That beyond that mythical character, there's still the man that stands. You know what I'm saying? It's the proof that there's a Jack in the beanstalk, because the giant is still climbing. You understand what I'm saying? So there's no disconnect in there. And it is with all due respect that I speak of it, because it's like at one point it was honorable and all this other shit. You know what I mean? But clearly people, man, no one can tell me what snitching is. No one has an actual, really true definition. Everybody has their own ideas of what some shit is. You know what I mean? And then, same with fucking gangster and all these other terms that people apply that just to, that's their shit. Somebody thought of some shit and everybody's running with shit. It's trends. That's all this shit is. It's a bunch of trends going crazy. Trends gone crazy. But, yeah, I just wanted to remind everybody of that. You know what I mean? And remember that, man. And that's to everybody, because anybody that may want to do something or whatever, you're dealing with a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not impressed by none of that. I keep trying to point that out to people. I'm not impressed by none of that. And that's what I'm trying to get the little homies to understand, that there is no impression of that. That's not what you think you're striving for right there. That ain't gonna get you it. It's not. I got to say in the matter. I do. Peace. I'm out.